Hello Forth world, what am I doing here? I've got an old board of mine with an old Propeller P1, which is an 8-core processor with Tachyon Forth of mine loaded up, with a little Bluetooth serial. It's nothing advanced, the chip's quite old really, but quite versatile. I've also hooked up a little RF receiver, 433 megahertz one. I've taken out the learning code chip, that should be there. I've taken that out and just grab the raw data from this, feeding it in, and then I've got this hooked up to, for the moment, hooked up to an LED strip. You see that? 300 LEDs, 5 meters of it. And so I have all these key fobs here. They're all different IDs. I've labeled these ones, for instance, it's a 20-bit ID that it outputs. It's a learning code, but it's the receiver that learns. In this case, the receiver is one of the cogs on that chip there, the Parallax Propeller chip, and it's looking up a key file. Fob can have hundreds and hundreds of different ones in there, and even allows certain functions and disable other functions, etc. I've also allowed for an auto learning mode, where we can come along and we can sort of, I won't show it here at the moment, but I can key in a passphrase with a new key, and that way it'll enroll it, because it says yes, you know the passphrase. I'll enroll you automatically. It saves having to do it by the computer or anything like that. So over here I've loaded in, here's Tachyon Forth, it's loaded up here, there it goes, starts up, it says it's got all these different modules in there, the EV1527 module, the WS2812, and of course anything else that might be in there at the time. In the meantime, I've also downloaded my gate post up here. I said download that. Came through in 1.7 seconds, not the fastest. It's over a Bluetooth serial, by the way. You probably can't see that on there, but let's see if we can get that back up again. Yep, so there it is on the Bluetooth serial RF-COM 0 on Linux, of course. Let's do something. Okay, let's come along here and see what it does. It's running now at the moment. I've told it to turn on monitor so that it prints out from the different top cogs. Let's see if we won't check the tasks at the moment. I had a bug last time printing out the tasks, but it will be running Tachyon Forth, and one of them Tachyon Forth for the RV1527 remote, just monitoring that all the time, and another one there as well, which will go through and handle anything else to do with whatever else we need to do, background functions and timers and so on. Let's try it out. What have we got? I'm telling it to open up the gate. If it doesn't know that, at the moment it's just indicating this on a 1 meter section of one of the swing gates. That should just go all to all greens, but I haven't finalized that yet. I can also use the B button just to look, just for testing purposes, just to turn that off. The C button for closing. Yep, warn, warn, warn. Now, as the gate starts to move, the limit switches, which aren't hooked up, so it's just a demo, will indicate this is closing towards the center here. This is marking the center of it, another one from the other side. And then once it's done, it should just go and go back to a steady amber or whatever color I'm going to make dimmer or something. And that's pretty simple. I can go and blank all that again, B for blanking, hey? It won't be on the final version, of course. And over here, just for a bit of fun, I'm just going to get it to do a LED chaser with a random pattern. Let's try it out. There it goes. It's all going down to there. 300 LEDs. And what else is it going to do? Oh, look at that. That's a bit of fun. It's gone blank because I've got a whole heap of zeros in memory that it's reading through, and then again flying through again. That's a bit of fun there too. And of course I can go and stop it in just a moment. I will. I'll let that go for a moment. Lights up. It's just running off the 5 volts from the switch mode regulator on that board I just showed you. So it seems to be handling it all right. The board's designed to run off 35 volts, but 24 volts on the actual unit up there. There's the switch mode regulator right there just next to the Bluetooth serial. Okay, so that's working quite well. Let's blank that. Thank you very much. And by the way, even if I let that run again or close, it says it's closed already, I'll tell it to open. It'll say it's opening, so it's monitoring up there. I'll close it again, tell it to close. It's closing, and of course I can still just talk to Forth normally, do whatever I need to do. I'll turn the monitoring on so I can monitor messages from that other task there. So that's just one quick little project I've done, and you know, I'll post up some of the details later on. I've done some of the EV1527 before, etc. But that's a bit of fun there now.